Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, June 15. On this date in 1997, WCW held its Great American Bash pay-per-view. In the main event, Randy Savage defeated Diamond Dallas Page in a Falls Count Anywhere match. On this date in 1998, WWF Monday Night Raw aired live from San Antonio, Texas. In the main event, Steve Austin and The Undertaker fought Kane and Mankind to a no contest in a tag team Hell in a Cell match. On this date in 2003, WWE held its Bad Blood pay-per-view. In the main event, Triple H pinned Kevin Nash in a Hell in a Cell match to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. On this date in 2009, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Charlotte, North Carolina. In the main event, Triple H defeated Cody Rhodes, William Regal, The Miz, The Big Show, Ted DiBiase, MVP, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, and John Cena in a 10-man battle royal. This has been Today in Wrestling History, June 15. Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry, along with 8-year-old, almost 9-year-old Alex.
Hi.
Let's talk a little payback. I know you've been spending more time putting food in than putting words out, so let's go ahead and get the balance back in here. Let's talk a little payback. All right, let's start off with the pre-show, the kickoff match. Sheamus against Damian Sandow. You're welcome.
Sheamus.
All right, now why do you think Sheamus is going to win that?
Because he's awesome.
Because he's awesome. How did I know that was going to be your answer? All right, so Alex is going
He's
Sheamus.
Irish.
Oh, because he's Irish?
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly...
Irish are tough.
They are tough, but this is a battle of toughness and physicality in Sheamus versus intellect and smarts from Damian Sandow. You think Braun will beat Brain in this case? All right. Well, I'll let you... now I got you thinking about it, but you're sticking with Sheamus as your pick, right?
Basically.
Basically. Okay. That is good to know. We're actually tracking these. We've got the tape rolling, so can't go back and be like, I didn't pick Sheamus. You'll be like, yes, you did. We got the tape.
I burped in the microphone.
Oh, you are so silly. All right, let's look at the...
not.
Yeah, you are. All right, let's talk Divas Championship. Caitlyn and AJ Lee. Now, this isn't who you think is better looking, because that's a whole nother debate for another. But Caitlyn is the Divas Champion. She's defending against AJ Lee, who kind of pulled that trick on Caitlyn with the Secret Admirer, thinking it was Big E Langston. I don't know. AJ, I think, has the psychological advantage, but do you think Caitlyn's going to hang on to the title, or do you think AJ Lee is going to be your new?
AJ.
You're going for a title change. Interesting. Because so am I. So far, we're matching up on both picks so far, but there's 6 matches still to go, and I have a hunch this might be where we differ. Dean Ambrose, your United States champion, defending against Kane.
Kane.
You're going with Kane? Somehow I had a feeling that, and I'm guessing. Why do you think Kane's going to win? And don't say because he's awesome, because you already used that excuse.
Because he's fantastic.
I see what you did there. You think maybe the fact that he's almost 7 feet tall and 300 pounds and is much bigger than Dean Ambrose, you think that has something to do with it? Maybe? Possibly? He's shrugging at me. Okay. Trying to get in-depth analysis from me, and the best I've got is awesome and fantastic. Oh, well. All right, so you're going with Kane. I'm going with Dean Ambrose on that one. I think that Ambrose is going to retain the title, and you're hissing at me. That's all right. Usually my hisses are for, like when I bring Richie on here or something like that. The old former co-host of the show. Yeah, something like that. And I guess in a similar fashion now, this is an interesting matchup because, well, you've got a team that's definitively together versus a team that just got thrown together. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins of The Shield against the team that has been dubbed this past week as Team RK-No, Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan for the tag titles. Who do you think's going to win that? The Shield?
Shield.
That kind of surprises me. I figured you were going to go Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, but you don't think they're going to get along? Nope. You think their personalities are just way too different? Yep. Okay, so we've got the Shield marked down for that. So far only one we differ on. Now, this should be interesting. The Intercontinental Championship match. Triple threat. Wade Barrett defending against The Miz and what was initially supposed to be Fandango. But Fandango, his head is hurt. He's out with a concussion. So it's now the newcomer, Curtis Axel. Who do you think's going to win between Wade Barrett, The Miz, and Curtis Axel?
Miz.
You're going with The Miz, and you're probably going to say because he's awesome, right?
No.
No?
Because he's Xanderific.
Xanderific.
Which means awesome.
Which means awesome. Way to pull the...
It's a six-pack.
Well, a lot of these guys do. This is... it's an interesting... different observation. We'll go with that. I'm thinking... but we are similar in that we are both predicting a title change for the Intercontinental Championship. I think that Curtis Axel, though, following in the lines of his late father, Kurt Mr. Perfect Hennig, is going to become Intercontinental Champion. All right, we've got 3 to go here. Chris Jericho and CM Punk, battle of the best in the world, both claiming to be the best in the world at what they do. CM Punk coming off of a 2-month hiatus. We differ on this one. I think the rest certainly helped CM Punk, and I think coming back, I don't think he'll necessarily have a lot of ring rust, so I'm going with CM Punk on that one. And a lot of people are thinking, and I think it was alluded to in a call earlier, that there might be possibly even a double turn where Punk becomes a good guy and Jericho becomes a bad guy. Jericho perhaps becoming a Paul Heyman guy, as he obviously has history with Paul Heyman, wrestling for ECW back in the mid-'90s before going over to WCW. I don't know about all that necessarily, but I do have a pretty good hunch that CM Punk is going to win this match coming back. All right, 2 more to go. The World Heavyweight Championship, Dolph Ziggler, who cashed in his Money in the Bank the night after WrestleMania and then was out for over 5 weeks with a concussion. He'll be defending the title against Alberto Del Rio. Who do you think's taking that one?
Alberto Del Rio.
You're going with the title. You have a lot of title changes here. You're going with Alberto Del Rio to beat Dolph Ziggler in the World Heavyweight Championship match. I'm going with Ziggler retaining the title. So we're different on there. So
Ziggler is cuckoo.
I think he's a little cuckoo. See, I could see that for Daniel Bryan, but I don't know about Dolph Ziggler. He's very sure of himself. That's for sure. He's very confident. That's certainly true. Well, I was going to say, because he'd probably beat you up for saying he's cuckoo. I'm just saying he's confident, which is very true. And finally, this one should be one that comes to no surprise.
John Cena.
Well, you didn't even give me the chance to set it up.
I know. It's John Cena versus Ryback. John Cena.
And what kind of match is it?
Battle for Hell? Or
3 stages of hell.
3 stages of hell.
There we go. We'll get you to figure this stuff out just yet.
And
yes, the first fall, a lumber...
And hell is also known as the void in Doctor Who. In Doctor Who words.
It wouldn't be an Alex guest appearance without some sort of a Doctor Who reference. You can almost set your watch by it.
I think that if you like Doctor Who, well then I think the Undertaker is more like a Dalek.
Well, since I don't necessarily follow Doctor Who, I'm sure those who have that crossover, they will understand where you're going with that. But you're going with John Cena, and I agree with you. I think John Cena is going to beat Ryback in the 3 stages of hell. It'll definitely go all 3, and I have a hunch that Ryback will be taking a ride in that ambulance. It'll go all 3 falls. Possibly Cena winning the first, Ryback putting Cena through a table, and then Cena coming back to put Ryback in the ambulance. So there you have it. We agree on Sheamus, AJ Lee, The Shield, and John Cena. But the other 4 matches, we differ. I've got Kane, The Miz, Jericho, Alex has Kane, The Miz, Jericho, and Alberto Del Rio. I've got Dean Ambrose, Curtis Axel, Dolph Ziggler, and CM Punk. So there are the picks, And we've got just enough time for a little bit of news. Joked about this earlier. Rapper getting a WWF Championship belt tattooed on his abdomen. Rapper Gunplay showed off a tattoo of the Winged Eagle WWF title belt on his abdomen for TMZ. The belt design was used in the World Wrestling Federation from 1988 until 1998. Also, Mark Henry, he's coming back to WWE following an injury. He will be on Raw this Monday. He took to Twitter to address rumors of retirement, basically saying that he is not retiring. Maddox getting a promotion in WWE. Brian Maddox, not Brad Maddox, promoted to Vice President of Global Digital Sales. And Destination X themed Impact coming in July. TNA holding a Destination X themed episode of Impact on July 18th from Louisville, Kentucky. That's going to feature Chris Sabin cashing in his X Division title for a shot at Bully Ray's TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to do it for me. That's going to do it for Alex. Thank you so much for chiming in and enjoying a little bit of lunch and other silliness and insanity. Always glad to have you here on the program. Nick Cataldi, thanks as always. Stay tuned. IRN USA Radio News and Country Music with Nick Cataldi coming up here on WBCB.
1490 WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton.